The Great Refrigerator Hustle, a tale of kitchen karma. So this happened about 2 weeks ago, and I'm still chuckling about it every time I open my beautiful new stainless steel refrigerator. Buckle up, because this is a story about greed, deception, and the most satisfying revenge served colder than my freezer compartment. It all started innocently enough. After months of saving and planning, I finally pulled the trigger on a complete kitchen renovation. New granite countertops, custom cabinets, the works. The crown jewel was going to be a gorgeous stainless steel refrigerator that would tie the whole room together. My old fridge? A perfectly functional white model that just didn't match my new aesthetic vision. Nothing wrong with it mechanically. This baby had been humming along reliably for 8 years. I did my research, found a great deal at a major appliance retailer, let's call them Sears to protect the guilty, and placed my order. The total came to $1,200 for the fridge, plus $75 for delivery and old appliance removal. Standard stuff, right? I specifically asked about the removal service because I live in a third-floor apartment, and hauling a refrigerator down those narrow stairs wasn't exactly my idea of a fun weekend project. "No problem at all, sir," the salesperson assured me with that practiced retail smile. "Our delivery team handles old appliance removal all the time. Just make sure someone's home between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. on delivery day." Fast forward to the day before delivery. I'm being a responsible adult, calling to confirm the delivery window, when I get hit with the first curveball. "Oh, I see here that you requested old appliance removal," says the customer service rep, her tone suddenly shifting to that special brand of corporate indifference. I'm afraid that service isn't actually included in your delivery fee." I felt my blood pressure tick up a notch. "Excuse me? I was specifically charged for removal when I placed the order." "Well, sir, the delivery fee only covers bringing the new appliance to your door. However, our driver will be happy to remove your old fridge for just $20 cash." $20, cash only. The first red flag was practically slapping me in the face, but what choice did I have? The new fridge was coming the next morning, and I couldn't just leave the old one sitting in my hallway. I grudgingly agreed, making a mental note to write a scathing review later. Delivery day arrives, and right on schedule, a beat-up truck pulls up with my shiny new refrigerator strapped in the back. The driver, let's call him Tony, looks like he's seen better decades. Gruff, probably in his 50s, with the kind of permanent scowl that suggests customer service isn't his passion. Tony takes one look at my front door and shakes his head with theatrical disappointment. "Nah, this ain't gonna work. Your door frame's too narrow. We're gonna have to remove the door from the hinges to get this baby through." Now, I've moved appliances in my time, and my doorway isn't exactly a medieval castle entrance, but it's not unusually narrow either. Still, what did I know? I'm not a professional mover. "Okay," I said, already dreading what was coming next. "How much extra is that gonna cost me?" Tony's eyes lit up like he'd just hit a slot machine jackpot. $40, cash. Of course, cash. Always cash with these guys. But wait, there's more. As Tony starts examining both refrigerators, he delivers the next financial gut punch. "Oh, and we're gonna have to remove the doors from both fridges too. The old one to get it out, the new one to get it in. That's another $20. I'm starting to feel like I'm trapped in some kind of appliance delivery pyramid scheme. $80 in hidden fees, all cash only, for what should have been a straightforward delivery and removal. But I'm committed now. My kitchen renovation timeline doesn't allow for delays, and rescheduling would probably cost me even more.
"Fine," I said through gritted teeth. "Just get it done." As Tony starts working, something interesting happens. He begins asking casual questions about my old refrigerator. Nothing suspicious at first, just making conversation while he works. "So what's wrong with this old unit?" he asks, running his hand along the side like he's appraising a used car. "Nothing's wrong with it. It runs perfectly. I just renovated the kitchen and needed stainless steel to match everything else." His eyes perk up with genuine interest. "Really? No mechanical issues at all?" "Nope. Temperature stays consistent. Ice maker works great. Never had any problems with it. Just the wrong color for my new setup." I notice Tony nodding thoughtfully, maybe a little too thoughtfully. He keeps glancing at the old fridge between tasks, and I start to get this nagging feeling in the back of my mind. Something about his body language seems off, less like someone doing a job, and more like someone evaluating an opportunity. Call it intuition, call it paranoia, but something told me this guy wasn't planning to haul my old fridge to whatever appliance graveyard these things usually end up in. A perfectly functional 8-year-old refrigerator with no mechanical issues. That's not garbage. That's a score. So I decided to do a little social experiment. When Tony stepped outside to grab something from his truck, I quickly opened up the old fridge and started removing parts. 3 plastic crisper drawers from the bottom, 4 door shelves, the deli drawer, and every single removable interior component I could get my hands on. I stashed everything in my back bedroom, tucked away where he'd never think to look. Tony finished the installation without incident. Well, if you don't count the extra $80 I had to fork over, loaded up my old fridge, and drove away. I thought that was the end of it. Boy, was I wrong. The next afternoon, my phone rings with an unknown local number. I almost don't answer, but curiosity gets the better of me. Hey, this is Tony from yesterday's delivery. His voice has a distinctively different tone, less professional, more frustrated. So, I got a question for you about that old fridge. Here it comes. Yeah, so I'm looking at this fridge and it seems like some parts are missing. The drawers and door shelves and stuff. You wouldn't happen to know where they ended up, would you? The absolute audacity of this guy. He's basically admitting that he kept my old refrigerator for himself, and now he has the balls to call me, asking for the parts he needs to make it functional. It's like a thief calling you to complain that the TV they stole doesn't come with a remote. I could have played dumb. I could have pretended I didn't know what he was talking about. Instead, I decided to have a little fun with it. Oh, those parts, I said, trying to keep the glee out of my voice. Yeah, I know exactly where they are. Great. So when can I swing by and pick them up? Well, here's the thing, Tony. If you want to make a special trip back here for the drawers, that's going to cost you $40. And the door shelves, that's another $20. Cash only, of course. The silence on the other end was absolutely delicious. I could practically hear the gears grinding in his head as he realized I was throwing his own game right back at him. Are you serious right now? He finally sputtered. Oh, I'm just kidding, I said with my best customer service voice. The truth is, I'm actually keeping all those parts. They're perfect for organizing my cabinets, and the drawers are great for storage in the basement. Very versatile, those plastic components. More silence. Then, but I need those parts. I'm sure you do, Ty. But hey, enjoy the refrigerator. And I hung up. The beautiful irony of the whole situation wasn't lost on me. This guy spent the entire delivery trying to nickel and dime me with hidden fees and cash-only surcharges. Then he had the brilliant idea to essentially steal my old appliance for his own use, probably figuring he could flip it or use it himself. But his own greed blinded him to the possibility that I might be 2 steps ahead. Now, he's stuck with a perfectly good refrigerator that's missing all the parts that make it actually useful. The main compartment works fine, sure, but good luck storing anything without drawers, shelves, or door compartments. It's like owning a car with no seats. Technically functional, but not exactly practical. The best part? Those plastic components really are useful around the house. The crisper drawers are perfect for organizing tools in my garage workbench, and the door shelves were great for storing cleaning supplies under the kitchen sink. So I wasn't even lying about keeping them. I never heard from Tony again, which is probably for the best. I did leave a detailed review for the appliance store, though, warning future customers about the hidden fee scam and the less than professional behavior of their delivery contractors. Got a call from a manager a few days later with profuse apologies and a $100 store credit, so even that worked out in my favor. The moral of the story? If you're going to try to hustle someone, make sure they're not already 3 moves ahead of you on the chessboard. And always count your refrigerator parts before you drive away. My new stainless steel fridge is working beautifully, by the way. No missing parts, no hidden fees, and every time I grab something from those perfectly functional crisper drawers, I smile a little bit, thinking about Tony somewhere trying to store his groceries in a mostly empty refrigerator shell. Sometimes karma doesn't wait for the universe to deliver justice. Sometimes you get to hand deliver it yourself, one missing drawer at a time. Top comments. This is why I always tell people to read the fine print and get everything in writing. I've been doing appliance delivery for 12 years, and the cash-only fees are a huge red flag. Legitimate companies don't operate like that. Tony was 100% running his own side hustle and probably pocketing that cash instead of reporting it. You played this perfectly, OP. Edit. For anyone asking in the replies, yes, door removal is sometimes necessary, but it should never be a surprise fee on delivery day. Any reputable company will assess this during scheduling or mention it up front. Comment. This is the kind of preemptive petty revenge that makes my cold heart sing. The fact that you had the foresight to strip that fridge while he was outside? Beautiful. I bet he spent hours trying to figure out where those parts went before it dawned on him to call you. Please tell me you saved his voicemail if he left one. Author. Unfortunately, no voicemail, but the desperation in his voice when he called was music to my ears. You could tell he'd already mentally spent whatever he thought he could get for a complete working fridge. Comment. Former appliance repair tech here. Those plastic components you kept are actually worth about $150 to $200 each if you had to buy them as replacement parts from the manufacturer. Tony probably thought he scored a $400, $500 used fridge and ended up with maybe $50 worth of scrap metal. The irony is delicious. Pro tip for anyone reading? Always keep your old appliance parts when you upgrade. They're stupid expensive to replace and perfect for organization around the house. Comment. Brah, I had almost the exact same thing happen with a washing machine delivery last year. Driver quoted me $60 cash to navigate the narrow hallway, which my hallway is literally standard width, then spent the whole time asking weird questions about why I was replacing a perfectly good washer. When he loaded it up, I saw him texting someone photos of the model number. These guys are running a whole side business flipping removed appliances. Difference is, I didn't think ahead like OP did. Kudos for the 4D chess move.
Comment. PSA. What Tony did is technically theft by conversion in most states. OP paid for removal service, which implies proper disposal, not the driver keeping it for personal use. If this ever happens to anyone else, document everything and report it to both the company and your state's Attorney General Consumer Protection Office. That said, OP's solution was way more satisfying than any legal remedy would have been. Comment. As someone who's been through 4 major kitchen renovations, I flip houses, this story hits hard. The appliance delivery scam is so common it's practically an industry standard at this point. Here's what I've learned. 1. Never pay cash for unexpected fees. 2. Take photos or video of the delivery process. 3. Ask for removal fees in writing during purchase. 4. If they claim your door is too narrow, measure it yourself first. OP, you're a legend for turning the tables like that. Tony learned an expensive lesson about not trying to hustle someone smarter than you.
Write what you think about this situation. Also, if you like this video, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the bell to receive notifications about the latest videos. See you next time. Bye-bye.